Hello everyone, my name is Mandilynn. I am the author of the young adult novel Essence, and I come to believe that I have a legitimate problem because usually after Christmas, because of Christmas, I have like a huge stack of books that I need to read, and I'm normally very good about finishing those books before I move on to other books, but because I've really thrown myself into the world of booktube, because as you guys know, I used to do more writing videos, but now I'm doing more book videos because those are a little bit more fun, plus I kind of ran out of writing video ideas. But because of that, I've been hearing more and more about books, and because I have started reviewing books, I've been sent books, so I have about 17 books to haul today. And about half of them were given to me for like free, either in the mail or I went to a bookstore and they were like, here's some advanced reader copies of books. And I was like, oh yeah, let's do that. So, I'm looking down at my Christmas pile of books that I haven't read yet, and they're like the same size as the pile of books I have right next to me right now of books that I just got. There are 17 of them, one's a picture book, and one's a graphic novel, and then one's a children's book, and then the rest are just giant novels that I have to get to. So the first one we're going to start with is the picture book I was talking about. This is Amazing Amy Tattletale. Now this came with the Gone Girl DVD, and by the way, really good movie. I've read the book and seen the movie now, and they're both amazing. Of course, the book is better. In the book, we hear about the Amazing Amy book series. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I already read it. It was kind of amusing, and yeah, it came with the DVD, so it was free. The next book we have My Dog, The Paradox, and this is the little graphic novel I was talking about. I don't even know if I should consider it a graphic novel because it's really short. I haven't read it yet, but it's by The Oatmeal, and The Oatmeal also wrote a graphic novel that I read and absolutely adored about running, and I'm a runner myself, so then I saw, oh, My Dog, The Paradox, let's see what that's about. Yeah, it's short. I haven't read it too much. I've skimmed it quickly just to see, and it's still funny. And I love his work, so I plan on getting to this probably soon in my free time. Next, we have Get Well Soon by Julie Halpern, I think. Anyways, this is the first book in a series. The second one is Have a Nice Day, and I actually read Have a Nice Day not knowing it was in a series. And luckily, they don't coincide too much, but I have wanted to read the first book just to see where the story kind of started. And I love her writing, so it's amusing, even though it's about depression. This one I'm really excited about. Okay, this is like a children's chapter book. It's A Dog Called Kitty by Bill Wallace, and I actually have my very first copy of this book, but it's a lot smaller and it's missing the cover and spine and everything. Here we go. This is my copy of the book. Yeah. It's just pages. So I wanted to buy an actual copy because I wanted to reread it, and I don't know if this has all the pages anymore. But yeah, this was my favorite book when I was little, so I just wanted a real copy. These next 3 books were all sent to me by Entangled Teen, and you guys might have heard of the first 2. We have, let's see, Paper or Plastic by Vivi Barnes, and How Not to Fall in Love by Lisa Brown Roberts. Now, I was looking forward more to reading this one, but after seeing reviews, it seems like it maybe isn't quite what you'd expect it to be about. And then I've actually heard quite a few good things about Paper or Plastic, so willing to get to those very soon. And then the next book they sent me is Deviant, and it's by Tracy Clark. And I actually haven't heard anything about this, but then I found out this is the second book in a trilogy, so if I want to review this book, I have to buy the first book in the trilogy, which is kind of a bummer. But these next batch of books I got at a signing that I did at a local bookstore, and what happens is that they actually get huge boxes full of advanced reader copies, and the employees get to choose from them. I was talking to one of the employees, and they were like, oh, after the signing, do you want to go upstairs and choose some ARCs? And I was like, yes. So they had a whole shelf to choose from, but I didn't want to choose too many. I just chose the ones that sounded interesting. So I have The Wild Inside, a novel of suspense, and it's by Christine Carbo. I believe this book is like either about survival or murder, and I read the synopsis when I was at the store, and I was like, ooh, that actually sounds very interesting, and it says novel suspense. I'm always into those. Next book that I grabbed was The Creeping, and it's by Alexandra Savoy. I don't know how to say that. But this was the only teen book that I found there, and it's funny because it doesn't look like a teen book at all, but on the back it actually says it is part of like Teen Simon and Schuster, that sort of thing. I believe this one has like a little bit of ghost/witchcraft sort of thing, and I don't know too much about it, but I every now and then do like to get into the creepy stories, and since it was called The Creeping, it seemed appropriate. Alright, this one I chose based truly on the title, and it is Signature Kill by David Deviant. Again, I don't know. Obviously, it's a murder mystery thing, and it's not too long. I have sometimes a hard time with the giant murder novels, so this one seemed like right up my alley, so I grabbed it. And here are all my arcs from Harper Teen that they sent me. We have Finding Paris, Every Last Promise, Invisible, and None of the Above. And I will actually link down below because I did an unboxing of these. The next book I absolutely adored. This is The Last Time We Say Goodbye by Cynthia Hand. I love Cynthia Hand. She wrote the Unearthly trilogy, and this is a book about a girl whose brother commits suicide. It's just kind of about what he left behind and how she didn't necessarily get to say goodbye. And I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I talk about it more in my February wrap-up because that's when I read it. But anyways, so glad I picked this book up. Here we have another book I really, really adored. I just picked it up because I heard another booktuber talking about it. And it's a movie. I haven't been able to see the movie yet. It's Love, Rosie by Cecilia Ahern. And it's all just letters. It's about these two people that are meant to be, but they are never meant to be. Again, I talk it more in my February wrap-up because that's when I read it. But again, another 5 out of 5 star book. And the last book that I bought was The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey. And I told myself I wasn't going to read any more Fifth Wave books because I just wasn't really into the first book. I really appreciated the writing, but the story just wasn't my favorite. And then I just out of the blue bought the second book because I was like, oh, look, it's not that long. And again, I love the writing. Like, I thought the writing was really well constructed and thought-provoking and everything. I just didn't get into the story. So those are all the books that I either bought or was handed, and I have too many books, and I shouldn't be buying any more books for a long time. So this might be my last book haul for a while because my to-read shelf is, like, filling up, and that's a problem. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you've read any of these books or plan to, please let me know down in the comments below. And as always, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe.